Hey guys, Jeff and Evan here. Today we are talking about the top 5 reasons to dive the Sanilac Shores Underwater Preserve here in the state of Michigan. And we are in Port Huron, Michigan at the moment after diving a full weekend out there on the wrecks. So Evan, tell us what number 5 is.
Number 5 is that this part of the lake has a lot of really cool old wooden schooners.
Yes, in fact we got to dive a couple of them, and the most unique one that we really liked the best was the Williams. It's a very accessible site. I think it was 80 feet deep. We got to spend a lot of bottom time down there, but what really makes it so cool is that it is a Civil War era shipwreck. I mean, it went down when Abraham Lincoln was president.
Yeah.
That is pretty neat. Now, it is a memorial site like many of the wrecks out here, so we always keep that in the forefront of our mind. But diving the schooners here in Lake Huron is pretty cool.
Yeah, it really is.
So number 4, Evan, what's number 4?
Number 4 is that in 1913 there was a huge storm that unfortunately sank a lot of boats, but that does add to a lot of cool wreck diving out here.
Yeah, it was a tragic day for sure in Lake Huron and in many of the Great Lakes. I think over 250 sailors lost their lives during the course of that storm, with 19 ships at least being sunk, you know, over that, couple of days. So absolutely tragic. But we did get to go down and check out one of those wrecks that was sunk during that storm, the Regina, and it was also a really interesting wreck site to check out. So there is a ton of history out here, and I think that makes number 4 on our list.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, number 3, Evan. What's number 3?
I forgot.
You forgot?
I actually forgot.
So number 3 is there's a lot of really easy, accessible, entry-level wrecks here to explore. We did a nice dive on the Sport, right?
Yeah.
So tell us about the Sport.
The Sport lays in only about 40 feet of water, and it is actually about 50 feet long only. So you can basically see the entire thing on a good day, and it makes for a really easy, shallow dive.
Yeah, it's a great entry-level dive. We got a ton of bottom time on it. There aren't any thermal climbs, at least that we experienced on it. Visibility on the day we went was really fantastic. We could see the entire wreck at one side. So yeah, great. Lots of easy entry-level wrecks. So number 3. All right, number 2. What's reason number 2?
Number 2 is tech diving. Out farther away, there are a lot of good wrecks that can be up to 200 feet at least, and they make for a really cool tech dive. Yes,
some of the wrecks out here are really deep. Now, we pretty much stay within the recreational limits. We're not into the tech diving, but there are a lot of tech divers here and a lot of tech divers that travel up here to experience some of the deeper wrecks and to have some extended bottom time down there on some of the shallower ones. But tech diving, another great reason to get out here and dive in Lake Huron.
Yeah.
All right, number 1. What is our top reason for diving the Sanilac Shores Underwater Preserve? You forgot number 1?
Yes, I did.
You forgot number 1?
Yes. What was number 1?
I don't know. What was number 1?
Number 1 was
Oh, the mystery wreck. Okay, ready?
Yes.
So number 1 was the mystery wreck. There is so much out here that has yet to be discovered. We got the treat of diving on a wreck that has yet to be named. It was discovered a few years back. They've been doing some research to try to identify it. They have a likely subject or a likely name for what it might be out there, but there's so many wrecks out there that are yet to be discovered, which is what I think makes diving here really interesting, because you could go out there and find a new wreck.
Yeah, it makes for a really cool dive as well, not knowing what exactly happened to it, so it's really interesting.
Yep. Awesome. Well guys, that's our top 5 reasons for diving the Sanilac Shores
Underwater Preserve.
Underwater Preserve. Wow. All right. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button, and definitely check out our playlist here on the wrecks in Lake Huron. And we will see you next time
Underwater.